Alright, good morning, guys. I'm still trying to get my watch list together here. This this thing with Thinkorswim resetting my watch list every morning is really annoying. You can see I only got 3 up here right now, and 2 of those was already on my watch list from yesterday. Of course, they are getting volume, so I've got them on here, but they just keep doing this. It's really annoying. Let me do a scan real quick and go through. Archon. A lot of penny stocks with volume today, so there's definitely should be some opportunities. A lot of volume here. I'm just throwing all these on here and then I'll go through them real quick. We'll get going here in just a second. God, there's so many. So many with over 1 million in volume so far. But you got to get your watch list together before you start trading. I mean, I guess you don't have to, but I would advise it. Alright, so let's start going through all these and see what we got. Got XBIO. Positive data from partners, pivotal phase 3. See XBIO with a big gap up. Was it up 345%? A little downtrend on this 1 minute. We got a triangle starting to form on XBIO. This is very low float. So if it does keep getting buying volume, it could get crazy. It's getting held up at 5. Good morning, Derek. Good morning, One Life. Let's see, CRIS. Got a downtrend there. Little triangle CNET selling off at the moment, so no need to pay attention to that. Archon selling off as well. Take Archon off. They got a collaboration with GW Pharmaceuticals. GW is a pretty serious company. If nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. FDA response and guidance. CTX. Oh God, I got all kinds of lines. Move these old lines so I can see what's going on here. You stop it, Daniel B. Don't you speak the name of the stock that is not to be spoken in this chat room. We do not speak of that stock anymore. That is the forbidden stock of nonsense. Let's see, PSTI trading lower. Oh, so this is a bit of a dead cat bounce here. See, it's got some resistance right where it's at. Pop back over to XBI here, still consolidating. See, CRIS is starting to pop a little bit. Coming up to that downtrend. If you make me check this, Daniel B, and there's nothing going on. Yeah, it's a reverse stock split, man. You know this. I don't need to see that. It's a reverse stock split. That's all that is. I'm going to go on XBIO here. I think it's going to get a quick pop on. See if I can lock in a little profit here. 530 starts breaking. Yeah, the 530 starting to break at 444 is high. Just hit 445. See if this starts getting some attention. Ooh, pushing back below the downtrend there. Little upper shadow there on the 1 minute. This is getting a little sketchy. Needs to hold $5 here. That's support. Coming down. Oof. May have jumped the gun on this. Clearly jumped the gun on this. See, buyers are trying to push it back up off that bottom support of that triangle, but we are in some consolidation. This could easily turn around. It's looking like it was going to pop there for a second, but it is up 300 something percent, so you know, you got to keep that in mind. That could be a problem. See this get back over 5 here shortly. I'm on XBIO here looking to see if this is going to pop out of this consolidation or not. Kind of got me on this little fake out. I'm a little concerned here. A little concerned at the moment, so we'll see. It's a big range of consolidation though. The bottom of this triangle is at like 460 and the top's at 540, so it's an 80-cent range, so this is going to be a sketchy stock regardless, but this is one where you'd preferably want to be in down here, not up here where I'm at. So we'll see. This is getting sketchy, just going sideways at the moment. You see buying volume come back in here. And I feel like I jumped the gun. I feel like I'm going to eat this one, but we'll see. Buyers need to start pushing this back up towards the top of that triangle. We need to be testing 5. Really, we need to be over 5. This is real sketchy right now. This could easily dump. This needs to get back over 5 real soon. There's a lot of selling pressure under 5, trying to keep it under. But shorters are going to be looking at this. They're going to have their eyes on this being up 345%. We're just getting squeezed at the moment in this consolidation, getting tighter and tighter. So this is going to either shoot up real hard or it's going to drop real hard very, very soon. It's not going to be a so we're testing that 5. Let's see if we can get back over it. It took a lot of sellers out there. Okay, there we go. We're back over 5. Looks like we may test again, but we want this to hold over 5 for the rest of the time. Do not want this getting back under 5. See, just shortly there, barely able to hold over 5. So this is why this is so sketchy. We need to see buying volume. See, still some selling pressure at 5. Five has to stop being resistance. That's got to start being support. This is real sketchy right now. If this doesn't break out, I'm going to be eating a pretty decent sized loss on this. See, still all that selling pressure, holding it under 5, man. Shorters are really trying to keep this down. They want this to crash. Buyers have got to outweigh these shorters. See, there more selling pressure came in at 493. That's the thing. Keep seeing selling pressure keep coming in right under 5. That's why at some point we got to get back above 5 or this is going to crack. this is getting real sketchy. This may crack right here. See if buyers can hold it up in the triangle or not, but this was my concern. If it cracks out of this triangle or it cracks this 9 EMA, this is gonna dump hard, and we're getting real close to that point. Oof. Yep. That's what I was concerned about. So I jumped the gun, so I'm going to pay for jumping the gun on this one. Yep, this is a rough loss. This is going to be rough no matter what. And no buyers are coming in. I'm going to have to get out. Trying to give a half a second to pop back up some so I can minimize this loss, but it may not. It may just keep selling off. And this was just a bad trade on my part. Bad entry and everything. It's trying to hold up 425 support. I'm trying to give it a little chance there, but it's just so bad. It's just a bad trade overall. Got to figure out. At this point, I'm just trying to figure out where to get out to minimize my loss. Let's see, where's that pre-market support at? It was at 457. That cracked down. Yeah, 505 is a little bit better entry than what I got. So I mean, that would have been a better entry, but still, this range on this consolidation was so much. It's kind of tricky, but Just trying to give it a chance to see if it's going to pop back up. I mean, the probability of it popping back up after that sell-off is not good, but we will see here. You see, it looks like it's starting to curl a little bit on the 1 minute there. If it doesn't push back over 450, it's going to dump off here in just a second. It's going to dump off more. Yeah, you can see it's starting to curl. Ouchies. And I should have known better on this. Should have known better on the stock being up 345%. That the likelihood of it going to break out of this triangle is going to be low. Just a bad trade on my part. We did almost get a doji star there. See, it's trying to get back above the 9. If it can get back above the 9, it might be able to try to climb back up to 5, but oh no, let's see, it looks like it may be about to dump. See that curl on the 1 minute, we're getting real close to a dump. I'm holding the bag like a dumbass, so if you guys want to cuss me out, feel free to cuss me out because I am being a dumbass right now. Just a bad trade overall, bad entry. Bad everything. There's the downtrend on the 1 minute. This needs to break here soon if it's going to. If not, it's just going to keep slowly riding down there. And then it's going to drop. And it's getting close to doing it. Oh yeah, here it goes. I'm getting out. Not holding this anymore. I already held the bag long enough. Alright, well. Nasty loss there. Let's see what else we got going on. See if I can't at least try to make that loss back. That was a bad trade just all around on my part. Just jumping the gun. I should know better than to jump in a stock at 345%, Daniel Beer. And, you know, I had the last 2 days I've talked about being very cautious on stocks that are up that much. in pre-market. And I was not cautious at all. I just jumped in there like a madman. And that one cost me. This whole week is costing me. Got to pull it together. Let's see here. PSTI. This is that possible dead cat bounce. Not much going on it at the moment, though. See, GameStop's price target was cut. Francesco on a pretty straight downtrend on this. Let's see, what is moving today besides this stuff? CNET. SM, what is that dividend? How much do you pay? Oh, penny. Penny dividend. Yeah, XBIO just selling off. No surprise there. See, ATOS possible dead cat bounce as well. This is good PR on this stock. This is really good PR, but it's selling off as well. What's the market look like today? It's a mixed market. LXRX, this guy ran pretty good yesterday. Got a big consolidation triangle at the moment. Take ship off and start shrinking this watch list. Try to find a decent play somewhere. Let's see here. This is dead cat. See, this is kind of a big consolidation triangle here on this dead cat bounce, this possible dead cat. See, let's readjust on XBIO here. The CRIS doesn't. Oh, they just did a common stock offering, so that's going to go down. I'm going to take CRIS off the list. Intex selling off as well. And Francesca. Let's see. Hold on. What was that? Where was that at? Let's see. LXRX getting back up in this consolidation. Got to break back over 3. VSPR. $1.1 billion deal. Vesper Healthcare merging with Hydra. That's interesting. LXRX, I may go on LXRX if this keeps coming up. It may be a slower play, but because it is a little bit higher float. Give it a chance to break at $3 area. Let's see, XBIO just broke that 1 minute downtrend. Let's see. This looks like a barcode. Take that off. This possible dead cat is actually maybe gonna get going here. Got quite a spread. If I can get in here. No, I have enough to get in here on this dead cat, but this dead cat is climbing up at the moment, breaking out of that consolidation. Yeah, I'm not still convinced on XBIO yet that it's going to come up. It's starting to come up, but come back up, but it still could drop off, still under that downtrend, so I'm not convinced that it's going to come back yet. Let's see, CNET, nothing there. Where'd that dead cat go? PSTI? Yeah, PSTI. This thing was all the way up at 6:30 this morning, or 6:36 this morning, and it is a low float. $3 trying to hold that support on this. We got resistance at 350, 375, and then 4. Give that a second, figure out where it's going. Let's see the sellers at 310 right at the downtrend. If they start getting taken out, I may go. See if increasing volume comes into this. And 310 is holding up so far as resistance. Okay. So nothing quite yet. Quite yet on Francesca. CPS, TI. Yeah, the dead cat's moving nicely. Climbing on back up. Mirror's not doing anything. We'll take that off. LXRX, still not sure what that's doing yet. That's not doing anything. Got a bit of a spread on Francesca. The news is not great on Francesca, but it's kind of okay. Because they're in bankruptcy court. But they filed for ongoing operations, and that was enough to get people this morning buying it. Shot it straight up, so I'm just keeping an eye and seeing if volume is going to come back into this, because if it does, you can see this one candle, the volume bar is 500,000, and with only 500,000 in buying, this ripped $4, so wouldn't take too much volume. XBIO is slowly creeping back up as well. See XBIO getting held up at the downtrend. PSTI, these dead cat bounces, they work sometimes. You get this good consolidation. If I had enough funds, I would have got in there, but I didn't have enough funds to get into it. to make it worth it. What's so special about what? PSTI with buyers pushing it up? Is that what you're talking about? What stock are you talking about, One Life? I redraw my line here on the 1 minute on XBIO. Oh, the dead count's a PSTI. But the reason buyers are coming in was because the stock was $11 and then it sold off down to $5 in pre-market. And it's only because their one study didn't meet its primary endpoints. Okay, so just because that one study didn't meet its primary endpoints doesn't mean that they don't have any other drugs or whatever that they're testing. But it caused a panic sell and this dropped, $6. So people who are investors in this company, they're going to buy it up down here at this cheap price. And that's where we get this buying coming in. And you get this dead cat bounce. Now, it's most likely not going to get back up to the price it was at. But, you got this whole range of possible area where it could go to. And FRAN, there's nothing on yet. Nothing on this yet, but it is getting kind of interesting. Volume is really low on it at the moment. No, that's not why I would buy it. I would buy it for the dead cat bounce pattern. It's this pattern. Get a big sell off or not. It's not like the company's going out of business. They just didn't meet their primary endpoints. That's it. That's not the worst news in the world. They're not going out of business. So there's no reason for it to sell off. The stock was all the way up at $13.29, in April, and then here right before it cracked, it was at 12. So it just got some bad news, but not terrible news like they're going out of business or anything. And then you get a big old quick drop, this panic selling, and then like I said, the investors come back in and buy it up for cheap. They get a cheap stock. Doesn't always work, but you can see that consolidation right there. It's getting that consolidation of steady buyers and not much selling. Once you have this big old drop, most of the sellers are out of it. So all it takes at that point is just people coming in to buy it to push it up. And you can see it broke over that consolidation and it ran $1.50. Just a pattern in it. They don't happen a ton, but they do happen. Let's see, LRX coming up to 3 here. Starting to break this downtrend. It's going to be a slow... Man, if this does start moving, it'd be a slow play probably. Well, I don't know. It did make some decent moves yesterday. Let's see where we got... Fran has come up to that 310 area. Let's see, XBIO is starting to break that downtrend a little bit. There's still pretty good volume on XBIO and it's slowly climbing back up. So what was the news? Positive data, yeah, from that pivotal 3 trial. 475 holding up as some resistance right at the moment, right where that downtrend is at. Kind of waiting to see if that's going to break. I may try again on this, but I don't know yet. Still a little sketchy. Alright, barely holding that. Francesca not doing anything. Just looking around, I'm not seeing much else. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go 30 shares. I'm gonna go short little 30 shares. Let's try and test this 475. Let's see if we can break through and keep going. It did just break through 475, starting to pop up a little bit. I only went 30 shares. I'm gonna see if it's gonna make another move up here soon after that sell-off and consolidation. But 30 shares, where it got me the first time on 50 shares, I'm just going 30. But my entry is a little bit better this time than it was last time. So we're coming up to 5 right now. Ooh, pushing over 5 right now. This may start getting a little crazy. Increasing volume so far. You know that 545, 550 area is going to be some strong resistance. And we'll see 5 start holding up as support. Oh shit, we might be getting up to 550 pretty quickly here if this keeps doing what it's doing. Got a quick pop up to 520 there. Of course, this is a very low float stock, so it doesn't take a whole lot. Doesn't take a lot to get it moving. So a little pullback there. Like I was saying earlier, we want to see 5 hold as support now that we're back over 5. Five is trying to hold. You can see we kind of got a little tug of war with buyers and sellers right now. That volume bar at the bottom keeps turning green and red, green and red. So a little bit of a war, but I'm seeing a little bit more buying coming through, I think, than selling. See, we are getting hung up. What are we getting hung up at? 520? Yeah, we're getting hung up at 520. And that's right where the tops of these bodies of these candles are, so we need to see us break over 520 soon. Go ahead and take this downtrend out. 520 strong resistance, and then 545, 550 area. If it gets through there, though, if it gets to those areas, it could get going again, but we'll see. It is up. I mean, we're at 360 something percent right now up, so it's very easily. Could also sell off again and get me again, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. You can see that rejection there at that 520, pushing it back down. Let's see, the 9 EMA is at 468. Did crack below 5. We need to get back above 5 soon. We got, what, 3 minutes on this 5-minute candle? I like to see it close above 5. $4.90 was trying to hold a support, but they just took it out. We're coming back down a little bit here. See, we got 2.5 minutes on this candle, just about. And this is kind of a double top. See, it looks like we're going to push back to, oh, maybe not. Let's see, it looks like we're about to push back up to 5. Got a minute left on this candle. We at least wanted to close over 480. We really don't want it to drop below 480. Preferably, we want to see it close over 5. 30 seconds. There it goes. Starting to, oh, tried to pop back over 5. Got pushed right back down. Big seller there at 495, 30-something thousand shares, trying to hold this down at the moment. So we got 6 seconds for it to close over 5. You can see it's right at 5, testing it. No, it didn't close over it. But if this 5-minute candle starts pushing up and it breaks above 520, this is going to get frisky. You can see it slowly pushing up. But if this 5-minute candle breaks above this line, this is going to get frisky. Because that is probably going to make shorters cover. And if shorters start covering, that means they have to buy back into the stock, which means that's more buyers, and there's buyers in it right now. So could be a short squeeze possibly. We'll see. It's still not quite up there yet to that 520 area, but we'll see. See if it can get there. Still selling pressure in this area, and the shorters trying to keep it down. Yeah, you can see them trying to push it back under 5 here. So at this point, the buyers need to outweigh the sellers to push this up to 520. And we need to see an increase in volume come in at 520 for it to break. And then I think all those shorters will cover, and this will probably even pop over this high a day. But we got a little ways to go to get to that point, and we may not get to that point. So we shall see. Oh, let's see here. You can see sellers that came in real hard at 515 trying to keep it down. Because the shorters know if this pops over this, they got to cover. And it is starting to pop a little bit. Let's see if they start covering and see if this really gets going or not. It's getting real close. Especially if it breaks over 545, they absolutely have to cover. And we're testing 540 right now. Ooh, all the way up to 550. 560. Yeah, them shorters are having to cover. We're getting frisky now. We are getting frisky all the way up to 575. See if more buying's going to come in here or not. Yeah, buyers are coming in all the way to 580. Trying to see if it's going to go up to 6 here. 585. You can see we're getting held up in this 575 area. Buyers are trying to hold it up. I'm trying to give it a second. To see if it's gonna get going some more. Let's see here. So pushing back down. This candle is fixing to close. Got 15 seconds on it. We don't see it close over that 550, 545 area. It looks like it's going to. Yeah, it just did. Now it could pull back to the 9 here. We could have a pullback. But if buying volume continues to come in, this could push up more. We may see this. See 550 trying to hold as support now. Break over that, if we break over this downtrend, because I guarantee a lot of the selling pressure is people locking in profits, and then probably shorters trying to get back in here because they don't think it can keep running. And if that is the case, we may see shorters get squeezed out again and see this have another big pop. Possibly, but we'll see. Tells definitely some pressure in here. It's going to 7. One Life saying it's going to 7. I don't know about that, but if it keeps getting squeezed, it definitely could pop above that $6 area. Maybe get to 7. I don't know. I feel like that's a little high, but it is very low float. With buying volume, it could. And 550 starting to crack down a little bit here, and see if buyers can hold it above 550. Yeah, they're still pushing it above 550. That's what we need to see. We need to see 550 hold throughout this whole 5-minute candle. This is kind of looking right now on the women. It's kind of looking back like this was looking back here. So I don't know. This may sell off. We'll see. If we break over 575 again, It may start pushing for a new high today. It may push up to 6 here. See, it's trying to hold below the downtrend. Shorters are trying to keep this down. There's a bunch of sellers at 580. If they get taken out, I think this pops over 6. I think we get them covering. There it goes, starting to pop over 580. 585 is where the high was. Up, getting pushed right back down. So I don't know. It may not get that break up. It's trying. Oh, now here comes this drop way back down. Was all the way up at 585. What is it with this week and 585 and 487 and these 85 and 87 high a days and stuff holding up? Oh, this is cracking hard, so that may be done. The shorters may have got a hold of it. It was a nice move up to 585, but shorters and sellers do not want this to break out. They are trying their best to hold this down. Need to see it pop back over 5 here in the next minute or two if it's going to do anything else. If it doesn't, if it keeps testing this 9 EMA here. Oh, crack there. Look at this. You tricky bitch. You tricky bitch, XBIO. Hey, well, good job, Epic. Good job getting your loss back. I had most of my loss I could have made back there, but I didn't think we were going to get projected this damn hard at 585. I thought it would be 6 before it did it. This is 3 days in a row where some obscure number of resistance has got me. This is why I don't trade these. Yeah, this is nonsense. It's a nice... We were getting a nice push up, and then all of a sudden it's cracking. It was a good move, though. I mean, what I get at 474 up to 585 is a whole dollar move. I should have locked in. I'm really kicking myself for not locking in up there, but I really thought we were at least going to try to get to 6. Yeah. I was up over a dollar share and didn't lock in. I'm very aware. Yep. You guys let me have it. Just cuss me out here in the chat. Just cuss me out and just give it to me. Just make fun of my ears and everything. Whatever you guys want to make fun of. I deserve it today. I got a dunce cap on my head. I wouldn't say it was a sucker play, Daniel B. But the fact that I was up over a dollar, I just didn't lock in. I'm just being. I'm looking for it to get a little bit more. I mean, 585. It's only 15 cents away from 6. There wasn't any reason, unless it's on the. Let me look back on the max chart. Oh God, I can't. This max chart is terrible, so I'm not even gonna be able to tell. I'm just giving it a chance to see if it's gonna pop back up. Most likely that was probably it though. That was the last Mohican, the last pop there. Most likely. I'm, I'm I'm sure that was hard to watch. It was it was hard to go through. I'm sorry you guys had to see that. I feel like I don't know if you guys ever seen that movie Bridesmaids with I forgot what her name is. I can't remember her name, but she's like taking a crap in the sink and she's like, "Look away! Look away!" That's what I felt like right there. I hate you guys had to see that. It's terrible. And this is probably gonna sell off here in a second. I'll just give it a half a second and see if it's gonna get back up above in that Well, what it is with life is most new traders don't have, thousands of dollars to trade with. So, they can't buy one share of Apple and make a profit off of it day trading most likely or any higher price stock. You gotta start somewhere, and these penny stocks can give very good gains. You just gotta not be a dumbass like me and hold after you're up $1 on a rip. Take bad entries. This is bad form on me today. Very bad form today. With the first trade being a bad entry, and now this nonsense. Looks like this is gonna sell off more here soon, and I'm about to get out. This is trying to push back up right now, but probably gonna get held up at this 9 EMA and $5. So this is trying to hold up this pre-market support. You can see this kind of support right through there. Tops of all these candles. Oh, that's starting to crack. Let's see. If that support cracks, this is definitely done for sure. No doubt about it. Daniel B, do you have a Lambo now? I don't think you have a Lambo now. If you do, send pictures of that Lambo, sir. Be hiding your Lambo from everybody. Whoops. Alright guys, I'm gonna take a quick break here. I'll be right back. I'm gonna try to get myself together. Cause I'm a wreck right now. I'm a mess. Let's see, we do have a little bit of a I kind of have a trend line there as well. What is with Dash? What y'all talking about? I'm gonna throw a stop loss in here under this area there. If that cracks, then it's not gonna do anything. But I'll be holy hell, that was a big buyer. It's like a 400,000 share buyer that came in and held this up. So I'm gonna take a break real quick for a couple of minutes, and I'll be right back. We'll see what happens on this. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys, so yeah, I got stopped out. See if anything else is going on, but I'm probably gonna call it a day. I am in beat myself mode up right now on today's trades. That's Rocket Pharmaceuticals. I thought that was Rocket Mortgage for a second. I was like, God, that's a big move on that. Did Airbnb IPO yet? They haven't IPO'd yet. I'm just keeping an eye on Airbnb. And they're pricing it above the target range. I would expect Airbnb to sell off when it IPOs. Might get a quick pop up, but most likely it's going to sell off after that. What's up, Mark? How's it going, buddy? How's the SPY looking today? SPY hit a new high yesterday in after hours and then selling off some today. Yeah, we'll give the stream about 10-15 more minutes here. If you guys have any questions, suggestions, or ideas, go ahead and get those in. Health Canada approved the Pfizer vaccine. CRIS. Let's pop over here and take a look at it. Yeah, did just break that downtrend. Breaking out of that triangle of consolidation there. There's at least 40 cents you could have got on that little break. It's coming up to 8 now. 8's going to be pretty tough resistance. If it breaks over 8, it'll have room up to 820, 837, 850. There's a lot of resistance ahead of this. You were in SPCE. That's what is SPCE? Virgin Galactic, isn't that what that is? Pop over to SPCE, sit real quick. Yeah, it's Virgin Galactic. I got a nice little move, a little $2 pop up. Could still keep climbing. Yeah, you can see CRIS getting held up there at $8. That $8 resistance is going to be pretty tough. It may try to break here. We'll see. The new Cyberpunk, is that new video game, that new game coming out? I think I've seen some stuff on it. I just don't have time to play games, especially with 2 channels now. Ooh, 8 did just break down, so There was a ton of sellers at 8 on CRIS. Yeah, you can see it pushing right back down. So it's trying to test 8, but having a little bit of issues here. Breaking over that 8. You gotta be kidding me on XBIO right now. You've got to be kidding me. Look at this nonsense. It stopped me out on that one little wick, and now it's popping back up again, trying to get back above 5. Yeah, eight pretty hard rejection there at $8 on CRIS. Daniel P. You're a pocket pool pro. Look at the 15-minute chart. Oh yeah, on the 15, it was holding the. It did hold the 9 EMA. Just breaking over that downtrend right now. If it gets back over $5, it could start climbing again. Elon Musk just bought one share of XBIO. You're in XBIO right now, one lot or Mark. Oh, you're in low right now. What is low? Oh, lows. I pay. Well, they got a quarterly dividend, about $2. It looks like a little over $2. Not a great dividend yield, but. This 15-minute chart is interesting. So on the 5-minute. And the 15-minute there. This 15-minute chart is interesting. I haven't really used the 15-minute. Look at some of these plays here on the 15. SQ looking good too. Bitcoin goes mainstream. Oh, that was the other day. Bitcoin's been taking a hit though after it hit those new highs at 20,000, coming down, curling over. XPIO is not, still struggling to get back above 5. CRS still getting held up at 8. YQ got a big pop. This is a new IPO, it looks like. Came out at $10 and up to 20 in 4 days. Testing 20 right now. And there it goes, popping over 20. XBIO trying to come back up to 5 right now. Well, I'm gonna call it a day, guys. Good job to anybody who did make some profits today. Lesson of the day is do not do stupid things like I did today. Just bad trading today on my part. When life used to claim it's going to 7 again. Maybe, who knows? See, it's testing. Oh, there it goes, popping back over 5 now. Yeah, we'll call it a day. You lost $70 yesterday. Yeah, I mean, I'm not butthurt about the money I lost. I'm butthurt about my bad trading. Cause this loss is nothing but my fault. There's nothing I can blame this on other than my own stupidity. So, but I'll be over it. I'll get over it here shortly. Go about my day and eat some lunch. But we will be back tomorrow for another day of trading. We'll try to pull myself together tomorrow. Be a little bit more precise and disciplined with my trading than what I was today. Yeah, casino style. Yeah, you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Till next time.